Grand Rising Soul Fam. So today we are celebrating day 13 of Venus retrograde with some resources, some gene key tools, some human design tools, some Tao I Ching tools. So today I am sharing from the Wisdom Keeper's 64 Faces of Awakening. And today we are exploring gene key 23. This is the shadow of complexity. This is the gift of simplicity. And this is the divine expression of quintessence. Programming partner, Gene Key 43. And it starts off with a Richard Rudd quote that says, if you love simplicity, you'll manifest it around you. My wisdom story. My parents were servants of the upper class. To survive, they learned to be invisible and quiet, but not me. My mother said I was born with the urge to speak my mind, and nothing made me more uncomfortable than silence. So I made up my business to fill up my mind so I could fill up the holes in the conversation. As a young woman, my mind raced with knowledge, facts, quotes, and theories, and my mouth spouted out complicated explanations for just about everything. I offered the truth wherever I went, and I assumed everyone knew what I meant, like they were inside my head. I had no idea that I often said the wrong thing at the wrong time, or that no one felt like they could get a straight answer out of me. Until once, a cousin of mine got honest. She said she was tired of being talked at. That what I said was so scattered and fragmented that she could barely understand me. She said that my words were actually hurting people. I felt shocked and ashamed. But I also woke up and I started listening. For the first time in my life, I slowed down enough to hear my parents' story and just how painfully silenced they'd been their whole lives. I also realized that deep down, their pain and anger lived inside of me. All that time, I'd been carrying around a fear of being silenced and of being seen as dumb and ignorant. Now there are a few things I love more than silence and simplicity. My home is as uncluttered as my mind. Problems naturally dissolve when I'm around. Things that seem difficult become easy. When I listen deeply and to all of life. I prefer to go days without talking. But when I do use my voice, I wait for just the right moment. I get to the point and I speak from the heart. My gift to you. Do you want to be happy? I'm here to encourage you to keep it simple and to slow it down. You don't have to solve every problem. Find a clutter in your mind and environment and then let it all go. Notice how much more relaxed your body becomes when you release yourself from having to figure it all out. I invite you to trust that life has its own way of dissolving knots. Oh my goddess, do I need to hear that today? I woke up in like a pretzel. Imagine yourself up above your life, looking down. How many of the things you fret about truly need fretting? Drop into a deeper stillness. Go for a walk. Smell the flowers. Listen to the breeze. So many bird messengers out there singing right now. And while you listen, breathe deep into your belly. Let's do it right now. And remind yourself that you don't have to have it all sorted out in your head. None of us do. Try accepting the moment exactly as it is and just see what happens. Beneath what you think is what you truly know. So let your knowing, gentle heart lead the way towards luscious simplicity. Questions for contemplation. Do you get tongue-tied out of fear? Do you talk too much or say the wrong thing? Have you learned to remain silent even though you have something to say? Do you rarely show what you're truly feeling and thinking? Where are you making your life more complicated than it needs to be? Where is your life calling out for greater simplicity? And lastly, pick an area of your life in need of decluttering. Commit to releasing something. This is the full moon right now. A thought, a feeling, an object, a relationship, invitation to let it go this week. Here is the card again of simplicity. You know, one of the most dynamic, interesting times of my life is when I decided to get rid of it all and move into an RV and just live small and live simply and see when I'm living simply what's complicated, because I am complicating it. So when we can declutter, just like when we fast, we see, oh wow, stuff has energy. Food has energy. The more we eat, the more we're digesting, the more stories are in there being digested. Same thing with our environment. Everything has a story. I love sacred items to have on my altar, but I also recognize that they carry a story. And sometimes it's time to clean up the altar and say, I'm ready for that story to be complete. So I will also take that sacred item off of the altar. So today, maybe simplifying something in your life, in your house, on your altar. Sending you so much love.